Everybody, it's Craig and Arun back with your college football week double digits. It's week 10. Make sure you get in on all of our plays. Hey, and make sure you start investing in your bankroll. Before we get to Tuesday's 2 free games, don't forget you can get in on our week football pass. So you can get on both of us cappers. Normally it's $99 each, so it's just $99. The only way to use that is at this link, docsports.com/Craig Arun. Also, if you haven't done so, make sure you get in on that free $60 account, docsports.com/ICCT, and the premium level right here. Click the link in the description. This will give you a brief display, but if you click the link in the description, you can get in on it. All right, let's go, IC. How about some football to kick us off on Tuesday? We've got Utep at Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State's been a nice little moneymaker for us this year. Kennesaw State's favored by 10 points here. Total 51, 5-2 against the spread says all you need to know. Does it continue this week?
Yeah. Okay. So UTEP comes in this game 2-5, and Kennesaw State 5-2. I follow the Owls relatively closely. Craig, I'll tell you something off the air after this, by the way. But I've been through Kennesaw many, many times. UTEP, by the way, beat Sam Houston State 35-17 in their last game, which means they did cover, right? I mean, they were 3.5-point chalk, coming off a huge road win. That's a huge win for UTEP. And that's a game where they put up 21 points in the second half, right? They put up 175 rushing and 236 passing. So, Kennesaw State rolling in here at 5-2. And what's amazing about that, Craig, is they started the year 0-2. So they've won 5 in a row. And they lost to Wake Forest by 1, and they lost to Indiana 9-56, which is better than what most Power 5 teams are losing to Indiana at this point. So it's actually not that bad of a loss. And then they turned around and played Merrimack and beat them. And then, of course, covered against Arkansas State, Middle Tennessee, Louisiana Tech, FIU, and they're playing great defense. Now, what makes Kennesaw State special? Kennesaw State has head coach Jerry Mack, okay? Jerry Mack used to be an NFL running backs coach for the Jaguars, I believe. He's a fantastic coach, all right? So that is the reason why he's able to be able to have such success, right? UTEP only returned 7 starters. Scotty Walden took over this team. And, but at the end of the day, UTEP has struggled to be able to stop people on the defensive side of the ball and score some points. They finally put up some points against Sam Houston State, but they've been struggling. And last year, UTEP beat this team 43-35 as well. This total sits at 51. I actually think this game probably goes over the posted total. I have a feeling UTEP is going to be an active dog. And I think they kind of busted out a little bit after 11 and 8 points. I mentioned that game might go over. I think they'll be an active dog. I think Kennesaw State has the revenge. I think people are starting to figure out Kennesaw State's defense a little bit too. But at the same time, I think Kennesaw State is primed for a great offensive output with the national attention on them too. Give me the over in this game, Craig. James Madison here hooking up against Texas State here. James Madison is a 7-point chalk on the road. Keep in mind it is a 6-1 team versus a 3-4 team coming in. I will tell you that James Madison has won 5 in a row as well, just like Kennesaw State has, beating Liberty, Southern, Georgia State, Louisiana Lafayette, Old Dominion. Texas State comes off 3 straight losses, but all by a combined total of 11 points, losing to Arkansas State, Troy, and Marshall. 3 tough losses. They've lost 5 straight covers. Who do you like here?
I love James Madison. Love them in this matchup. -7. They lost or they beat ODU last time out. Old Dominion's pretty daggone good team, and they had some extra time. So it's not like if they didn't have a little extra time here, I think they might overlook Texas State, but they had extra time. They're not going to be letting them any letdown, and it's a nationally televised game, so this is a big recruiting spot. And these guys, there's a lot of these guys. Guess what? They're not just playing for NFL spots, which some of them are obviously for end of roster type guys. They're playing to be moved up to the next level now with the NIL and transfer portal. And I think this is a good spot for James Madison to feature some of their really solid group of kids. I like James Madison minus the points here. I think they roll in this one. So those are your 2 free plays for today. Don't forget, if you want to get in on all the plays, go over to docsports.com/Craig Arun. This will get you our plays. Usually it's 14 to 15 plays between the 2 of us, and it's just $99. It's usually $99 per capper. So it's $198 value. So make sure you get in on it, use that link. And don't forget about our YouTube premium products. Click the link in the description to get all kinds of extra plays, including parlays, props, all kinds of extra stuff. Good luck. We'll see you next time. Hit that like and subscribe button, by the way.